If you're a Tampa Bay Buccaneer fan and you're afraid that Antonio Brown is going to get cut, this video is for you. In this video, I'm going to give you 5 really good reasons why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going to cut ties with the Antonio Brown. What up? I'm your host, Isaac Lane, and welcome to the Hot Button Sports Show. Just in case you've been living under a rock for the last few weeks, Antonio Brown is in hot water. Antonio Brown has been suspended by the NFL for 3 games for submitting something really stupid, and that is a fake vaccination card. Him along with Mike Edwards and a guy named Jonathan Franklin, but him along with Mike Edwards were suspended, and the rumor mill is that this week Antonio Brown and Mike Edwards, but specifically Antonio Brown, could get cut. Let me say that I think that it's strange that when we talk about this fake vax card and the suspensions being held down and who's going to get cut, who stays, Mike Edwards' name is not coming up. And if we would just be honest, this year, Mike Edwards has been more valuable to our team than AB. Is he more valuable? No. But he has been this year. Mike Edwards has been playing lights out on the defensive side of the football, but we don't bring his name up when we're talking about cutting between him and AB. And let me just say, I think what AB did and what Mike Edwards did, I think it was severely stupid. I think it was dumb. They shouldn't have done it, or at least you should have paid the guy, so this wouldn't have come out. Long story short, not AB, but BA, Bruce Arians, was on the Dan Patrick Show this week. And he said that a decision has not been made, but it will be made by the end of this week. Let me give you 5 really quick, really good reasons as to why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers will not or should not cut Antonio Brown. Number 1, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going to cut Antonio Brown because in spite of these moral ethics that are popping up in sports, where we want our athletes to be chief role models and not make any kind of immoral decisions or mistakes, the number 1 priority at One Buck Place is winning. Let me say that again. It's not your community involvement, because you can be a community guy and still get cut and not produce for the football team. The number 1 objective is winning. And as you've probably heard from some guys, Antonio Brown was hired as a mercenary. He is a gun for hire. He is the hired gun. He came in not to kiss fans. He came in not to attend community events. He came in not to be a role model. He came in specifically to catch passes, score touchdowns, and help this team win. And the truth is, whether you love him, like him, or hate him, since Antonio Brown has been in the Tampa Bay Buccaneer uniform, when he's on the field, he has done just that. He has caught passes, he has caught touchdowns, and he has helped us win. He was a crucial part for not only our Super Bowl win, but our Super Bowl run, and he actually caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. So the reason number 1 why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going to get rid of Antonio Brown is because they value winning. And if you cut AB, what are you left with? You're left with another team possibly taking a chance and picking him up. And you also cut yourself short as it relates to offensive weapons. Yes, we have Mike. Yes, we have Godwin. Yes, we have Gronk. Yes, we have other wide receivers. But just in case you haven't noticed, COVID is real. Injuries are real. And any given day, one of our wide receivers can go down. And having Antonio Brown just adds to the weapons we already have, and it gives us an opportunity and puts us in position to continue to win and make a playoff push. Number 2, second reason why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going to get rid of Antonio Brown is because although Brashard Perriman is a serviceable wide receiver, he's not Antonio Brown. Don't get it twisted. I almost shed a tear when I saw that we activated Perriman and when he caught that game-winning walk-off Tom Brady touchdown pass in overtime against the Buffalo Bills. But don't get it twisted. Brashard Perriman is not Antonio Brown. Is he serviceable? Yes. Is he fast? Yes. Does he have decent hands? Yes. But is he on Antonio Brown's level? Absolutely not. People fail to realize and remember that Antonio Brown for a very long time was the best wide receiver in football. And the only reason why he's not viewed as that right now is because of his own crazy decisions, i.e., we're having this conversation. Number 3, the third reason why the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not moving on from Antonio Brown this week or this year is because if you cut AB, you have to cut Mike Edwards. You cannot cut Antonio Brown and keep Mike Edwards. It just doesn't make sense. They both screwed up. They both made the same mistake. They both were suspended 3 games. And if this team is serious about making a Super Bowl run back to back, you cannot get rid of both. And ethically, you cannot get rid of one and keep the other. So Antonio Brown is staying simply because I don't believe that the Buccaneers are going to cut Mike Edwards. I mean, you let me know how you feel in the comments. If the Bucks cut Antonio Brown, give me one legit reason why they should not cut Mike Edwards. Stop bringing past baggage into the equation. He's not suspended they're not suspended for past baggage. They're suspended and they're under scrutiny for what they have done in this particular situation. Todd Bowles is not moving on from Mike Edwards. Bruce Arians is not moving on from Mike Edwards. Therefore, Antonio Brown ought to worship the ground that Mike Edwards walks on, because if this was AB by himself, he would have been gone. But it makes it more complex when you have Mike Edwards in the situation. Number 4. The fourth reason why I do not believe that Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to cut Antonio Brown is simply because I have a theory. And that theory is based on listening to that interview by Bruce Arians on the Dan Patrick Show. I believe that Bruce Arians might put this decision in the hands of the players. Bruce Arians is a player's coach. His players has referred to him as an uncle you would want to have a drink with. I've seen and I've been a part of locker rooms where the decision was on a player was put in the player's hands. Now, we do not have a crystal ball. We're not in the locker room. We don't know exactly how players feel about each other. But I have a funny feeling and a sneaky suspicion that if given the opportunity, the players would embrace Antonio Brown and Mike Edwards back for a few reasons. Number 1, they value winning, and they know with them on their team, they can win. Number 2, I actually believe that they like Antonio Brown. I actually believe that they like Mike Edwards, that he's a part of the family. We haven't heard anything negative come out of that squad concerning Antonio Brown. Remember that fight they got into in training camp with the Tennessee Titans where AB was throwing punches? Hey, Devin White came right to his rescue, man. I don't believe that if given the opportunity, the players would turn their back on Antonio Brown. Now, if he assaulted somebody or if he, did something violent, then yeah. But with this vaccination, and don't forget, Antonio Brown is vaccinated. He just submitted a fake vax card during training camp. I do not believe that the players will turn their back on him, and therefore I believe he will remain a Tampa Bay Buccaneer for the foreseeable future. Drum roll, please. Last but not least, the 5th really good reason why I believe the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are not going to cut Antonio Brown is because of Thomas Edward Patrick Brady. Tom Brady is the reason why AB is here. You remember what Bruce Arians said? Bruce Arians, when we first got Tom Brady and the rumor was running about Antonio Brown maybe coming here, he was like, we don't need him. We don't want him. Basically, he's a diva. Basically, he's a cancer, whatever. Fast forward and voila. We have Antonio Brown. And I don't believe that Tom Brady is moving on from Antonio Brown behind this issue. And I find it very hard and very difficult to believe that Bruce Arians, Brian Leftwich, Jason Light, and the entire Bucs organization, including the Glazers, are just going to look Tom Brady in the face and say, yeah, we're not going to listen to you on this. We're going to cut him. I believe that AB is safe in a Buccaneers uniform. I believe Tom Brady is beating the drum for him. And if that is true, get ready. The playoff push is officially on. And back-to-back smells good. I'll holler at you.